Looking at today, mostly just had the explosive plays, had a really good catch in the end zone, and then when we keep asking you about a go-to target for Jacob, it just kind of looked like Jacob was going his way when he felt like he needed to.
Yeah, J-Rob had my back today. I've been bragging about him and lifting him up about how good his offseason's been, and you got to see it today. He showcased his skills and his talent. The one thing you see with J-Rob is his ability to gain yards after the catch. He's really elusive. He does a good job with the ball in his hands. And again, he's an older veteran guy that's been with Jacob for a long time. They trust each other, and that showed up today.
Running game-wise, you guys got some positive out of that. What do you like so much about having, like last year we called it thunder and lightning. Talk about this mix this year. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's similar. I like our backs. I think Shamari can do both. I think does a good job with his vision and seeing holes and hitting it, and he's one of the fastest guys on the team, so he has some explosiveness to him, even though he is a bigger back. Connor Lair had some really big, powerful runs today. He's just a man on a mission, and I love football players like that. And then some of the young guys, King Davis had some good runs, Ramon had a few, and then later in the practice you got to see Josh Joyner show some things it's encouraging for the whole room.
Tight end, obviously, unfortunate injury to Gary, but it seems like a deep group. But you had Hayden Hagler out there in that first group. A lot of experience. Marshall, Jackson State. Is he a guy that you think can maybe in that H-back tight end position kind of?
Really like Hagler. He's a guy that really works hard at it. He's a tough physical football player. And when we talk about, I said it back in media day, and I've said it a few times, where we create matchups with our tight ends. They have to do all different types of things, and he can really do it. He can put his hand down and be physical at the point of attack. He can spread out and get some mix matches going. He does a really nice job in that room. I'm really excited about the depth there.
It's going to be really hard to keep Jared Lloyd off the field, it looks like. I know you say you want to be patient with him, but just seeing some of the explosiveness he has when getting after the quarterback, just some of the open field stuff, that looks like the Jared Lloyd we knew 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're really seeing a miracle in action. When he had his car crash, obviously, thankfully, he's alive, but to be able to go through that process and that kind of rehab, I have to take our hat off to our surgeons and our rehab team. That's the best of the business. To be able to get a young man like that back and physically fit to perform in that quick of a time is unbelievable, and also speaks to Jared's fortitude. I mean, he's got a made-up mind that he is going to play, and he flashed today for sure.
What is it about this team that you like so much based upon last year? Right? Last year you guys came off a high. This year is a whole different year, and you say it's always 0-0. What do you like so much about this group?
Yeah, I think we're a group that, I'll say it again, I always say it, that has a chip on their shoulder. You see they read, they understand what the media thinks of the football team and kind of where we sit in the conference as the newcomer, and that's okay. I think we've embraced that role. I think we understand what it takes to be successful, and they trust us. They trust that the way we practice puts us in a position to win. The way we have 2-hour tough scrimmages is a way to win in the fourth quarter. When you believe, anything can happen.
It'll be negative again, but I saw James was out with a taped wrist or whatever. I know there's been injuries kind of all over the place. What do you kind of know about his situation?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a thumb injury going on. He's week by week right now.
Okay.
I don't take that as negative. It's just you're speaking the truth. That's just fine. He's recovering each day. He's staying physically fit to where when he's ready to go, when we get the clear, he'll be in.
Anybody else we're missing there?
I think today, I'd have to go back and look at today. We had a few little dings here, but nothing crazy. Hang on. We didn't know about Hudson, right?
Yeah.
We already know about that. I just didn't want to feel like we're hiding that one.
Jalen Brooks, just seeing him sometimes with the twos, mixing in with the ones. I'm sure that's a lot of just trying to catch him up on the defense before probably a starter, just from the way you guys have been talking about him.
Yeah, we believe in earning what you get here. We talk to all of our transfers, and we talk to all the people that come into our program. If you're the best player and you go earn it, you'll earn the right to play with the ones. He's done a great job. I love his game. I like the way he plays sideline to sideline. He's a big physical presence there. And really what you see out there with the ones, twos, threes, especially on defense right now, I wouldn't put a ton of merit in most of the positions because, again, we build things off competitive nature, and they understand that what the film shows is how the depth chart will move.
How's that punter competition going? Because you've been pretty blessed since you got here with a pretty good punter.
Again, we're blessed again. I mean, both guys do a tremendous job. Fred has the experience, being an all-conference guy in HBCU. He's an impressive young man, and then Stu is just a man on a mission. He's a guy that works every single day. He's one of the best human beings on the football field. So it's neck and neck right now.
You kind of got jacked, though. I mean, what's that need to be for Yeah, it looks like he's added a lot of muscle, and we've just known him as a soccer player and a kicker around here.
He's as well-rounded of an athlete as you'll get. I mean, he can do a lot of different things. He was a multi-sport athlete in high school, and we try to pride ourselves, and I told Stu in the off-season, let's have the most jacked special teams unit humanly possible, and I think he's answered the bell there.
Do you think that once you guys put this on tape, do you think that will actually click for everybody and go, oh shit, like we better figure stuff out because we got to go to USC in a couple of weeks?
That's the best part. There's going to be some things on film that are totally unacceptable. You remember the highs and lows, never's good, never's bad. But one thing I think we do a really good job of as a staff is honest evaluation. These players need honest feedback to know what their deficiencies are and where they have to work to get better if they want to make that trip to USC, because I can promise you, Lincoln Riley won't let off the pedal.
Thanks, Coach.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Oh.
Thank you.